Good morning. And for one of the very few occasions this year, it is a really nice morning. The weather has been glorious all week while I've been working. I've been working sort of by the sea or driving past the sea, and conditions have been stunning. And I didn't think it was going to last until I had a day off, but it has, just as long as you ignore the forming cumulonimbus which you can see around us. Don't know if you can pick them up. There they are. Not forecast to come to anything. They're not until tomorrow afternoon anyway. So that's all right. So yeah, just cruising down the river. It's not too early with the tide today. I just out for a single tide. Wasn't really planning on coming today because the forecast was rubbish, but that's massively improved. So I've got some lures, some mackerel feathers, a little bit of bait. We'll go out there and see what we can find. See you in a bit. Just brought you back on this calm bit of the estuary. Behind me there was the British turbot record holder for many years, caught in a secret location off Salcombe, recently been broken by a Scottish boat, but yeah, I think Rogers was £30, just over, something like that. Let's see if you can see these. Heron and a couple of little egrets just wading on the incoming tide. I love this bit of the river. I love all of the river actually. I must maybe try and bring my daughter on. She's got a better camera with a zoom, because I talk about these things and I'm fully aware that you're not picking them up on camera. But we've got resident kingfishers, herons, egrets, all of the seabirds, black-headed gulls, sandwich terns, oyster catchers, curlews, some redshanks saw back there. So yeah, stunning really. Anyway, onwards to the sea. Look at this. Hope it's something similar out to sea. Spotted a load of bird activity, so heading that way and see if the first stop isn't mackerel. I'm just going to have a little go with the feathers, but I reckon this is small bass chasing small fry, and that's what the seagulls are on as well. So I'll have a drift with the feathers, see if there are mackerel about, but if that doesn't pick anything, I will switch to a lure and give that a cast around. Yeah, this is too good an opportunity to miss. I'm going to put. Hopefully you can hear those birds. They're going mad after something. And that something is bass. is. Nice fish, but hoping there's some bigger ones than that around. Oh, that was a nice tick there. Missed it. Yeah, only very shallow here, 15 metres of water. As you can see, we're not very far from the cliffs. And I'm now joined by 1, 2, 3, 4 commercial boats. Word soon gets around. The pot then. There's fish there. I think that first fish, I didn't measure it, was probably just undersized. Hope I'm not going to regret putting it back. Well, if it was undersized, it would go back anyway, but I didn't measure it. Okay. Birds have moved off. Let's reposition. Yep, there's one. Oh no, lost it. There's another. Fantastic when they're on the surface like this. Good fun. Thick and fast. This is a harder fighter, but is he bigger? That one's a takeable size, so I'll keep that in the bucket for a minute. Where has the shoal gone? It's amazing how such a big shoal can be there 1 minute and then seemingly disappear, and then it'll pop up somewhere. The birds have gone quiet, the commercial boats have all thinned out a little bit, all in the space of 5-10 minutes. I did see something on the sounder, so just thought I'd stop here and give it another go. But we'll keep an eye out for the birds. One taker though, just shy of 50 centimetres. It's actually bleeding from the gills as well, so I will. I'll keep that one anyway. And then hopefully one more. Lots of fish showing on the plotter. On the sounder rather. See all those? Absolutely going mad over there. Cast that far, give it a go. Can you see them on the camera? It's just mad behind. I don't know if you can pick that up. I hope you can. Very nice lip-hooked fish. Yeah. Over 50 centimetres that one. And that's my bag limit. Let's go and find something else. So that was fun inshore for half an hour. Some really nice fighting bass, most of them undersized. So I've come a little bit further out to see if I can find some bigger fish, hopefully pick up some mackerel. I've got mackerel feathers off the back. just dropped a lure down here. We've got wind with tide. It was a clear night with half a moon last night, so you don't need to look at tide tables to know that we're right on neaps. But we've got, so there's only a little bit of tide, but there is wind with it. So we've got about 0.8 of a 0.9 of a knot of drift. Just over a feature with the mackerel feathers and the lure, and hopefully we can tempt something. The hoodie has finally come off. Well, it is the August bank holiday weekend. I saw something on the way out, but it was a little bit far off. When I got there, it had disappeared. Something jumped clear of the water, and then there's quite a lot of commotion going on, but it was too far off to see. I think it was probably tuna. You get a lot of dolphin, and I haven't seen tuna yet this year unless that was there. Dolphin are always quite graceful, and tuna is very aggressive on the water. It looked more like them, but the sea's a bit choppy and it was a little bit of a way off, so I wouldn't like to say 100%. Bit of a chop coming in. There's a southwesterly forecast to get out for tomorrow, and the bank holiday itself. So we're just seeing a little bit of chop ahead of that actually coming. That system actually reaches us. I think I possibly just had a spur dog on, and quite a large one. There was a load of weight and then nothing, and that is a 25-pound fluorocarbon bitten clean through. There we are. Try again. Well, the hoodie didn't stealth for very long. I'm sure we're getting an August bank holiday heat wave. Really like to catch some mackerel, so I'll just have a couple of drifts here. I've had a couple of drifts already, hooked into that spur dog or something by the feel of it. If a couple of drifts doesn't do it, I'll head inshore and see if I can find some mackerel closer in. I thought they might have been out here actually, but I've taken the feathers in now. Absolutely no touching on that at all. In a normal year, this is coming up to my favourite time of year, late August into October, when you get beautiful days, calm weather and no wind. You can get some really nice runs of larger cod and bass, and the sea life can be phenomenal as well. I've seen whales. It's the only time of year I've seen whales off here, minkies. However, I think that's for another day. Well, we've hooked into something. It's not massive, but there's life down there. Nice little pollock, which has ejected its contents all over my boat. I'll clean that up and have another drift. Last drift, unless this one produces something good, and then I'll go in and see if I can find any mackerel. There's not much tide running here with the neap tides, so yeah, it picked up a pollock of the lure, so I've just switched to baits for this one. So that's squid and sand eel wrapped together, bigger hook on the bottom, smaller hook on the top, just to present it, and we'll trundle this along the bottom. see if anything fancies it. This is a flattish area that I'm over, with just a few gullies in it, so bounce that along the bottom as we go along. We're drifting at a reasonable rate. I've upped the lead to an 8 ounce. We're drifting along at a knot and a half, but that's just wind. It's not actual tide that's going to. There's no water movement that's going to get the predators going after the lures. Oh, something's taking it off the bottom. Very strange. There's a bit of weight there, but not a lot of fight. It's a mystery. It's going to be a surprise whatever it is. Let's hope it's a nice surprise. No, it's a pollock. It's a pounce twisting and turning its way up. I think it'll go back anyway. Well, unhooked itself. There we are. I think I'll head in and see if I can find any mackerel instead. Oh, it's just stopped off at a likely spot for some mackerel, and we've got a fish. Lovely for the bank holiday weekend to go home with a dozen mackerel. Shouldn't speak too soon, don't know what it is on here. Well, it's another species. Lovely looking little fish, but that won't be coming home for the table. Just changing the battery on the GoPro and the rod tip rattling. Well, it's gone for a minute, but it's still there. Tiny little mackerel. It would be great if you were just heading out and wanted some live bait for bass. I'm never sure what the regulations are actually for that. Somebody can let me know. Minimum landing size for mackerel is 20 centimetres. Not sure whether you can take that size for bait or not. I would keep them if I wanted them for bait on the day, but I don't tend to take them home. Check your area, by the way, because it's 30 centimetres in some areas. Definitely 20 centimetres here. Right, I'm going to cheat a little bit, if I can still see it. Yes, over there. There's a local charter boat, just does mackerel trips, the Woodpecker it's called. If you're down this neck of the woods and fancy a mackerel trip, look them up. He's fishing a little way over there, so hopefully he's found some mackerel. I'll go and pop somewhere near his area. Two advantages to that. One, he's got to find mackerel for a living, but I've got 4 feathers and he's got 8 anglers on, as someone said to me on the pontoon the other weekend, if he's got 8 anglers, all with 4 feathers, then that's a mini shoal that the mackerel will be looking for. So it's quite an attractor, really. Right. So when I said I was going to cheat a little bit, there's a difference between cheating a little bit and being rude and stamping right on somebody's drift. So there's the woodpecker over there. I'm on a line of reefs that are well known for mackerel around here, and I've stopped short, what, 500 or 600 yards away from him. So yeah, not being rude, but hopefully he's found some along this area. It's probably an area I would have tried anyway. It's just hopefully save me a bit of time if there's anything here. Well, I was just descaling those bass and the rod started moving. I think that's the key to mackerel fishing, do something else. They don't feel very big though. In fact, I think I'm not sure they're on at all. Well, that top one is a little herring, and the bottom one is a little mackerel. Both to go back. Well, that's the end of the day for me. That was a fun couple of hours before the next batch of wind comes in properly. Yeah, so that was fun. Eating size mackerel have eluded me again, but yeah, lots of small mackerel. They would have been great for bait, like I said, on the way out. One little herring, that was nice. They'd be beautiful if they were a bit bigger and you could catch enough of them. What else did we have today? Lovely little red gurnard, pout coming up sideways, pretending it was heavier than it was, pollock, and then of course those 2 really nice pan-sized bass, which are filleted off and on ice. So that was good, and probably a spur dog that snapped me off. I would think that was what it was. You do get them out there. I've had a couple on various baits and lures and even mackerel feathers. So yeah, I would think that's what it was, just on the mono. Yeah, that's that for this trip. Thank you for watching. Also, I can't really believe it that just been making these videos for a year, just sharing what I do for fun, and I'm pushing 1,000 subscribers. So thank you very much for those that have subscribed. If you haven't and you want to, you don't need to tell you how to do it. Lovely. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.